details.
That's right, Don. Today's date, February 26th, will now be known as Suicide Prevention Day across the state of Idaho. I met some attendees of the gathering to hear why they're calling this a victory for spreading awareness of the devastating statistics that have affected so many people here in Idaho. In the very moment I said, "Hello, my name is Madeline," to Carmen Stenger Barney today, I noticed a flicker of emotion in her eyes. She showed me her locket she said contains her daughter's ashes.
She played the electric guitar, she's an artist, she got good grades.
Her daughter who took her own life when she was only a sophomore in high school. And her name? Also Madeline.
How cool is that? That's so exciting. It is. It absolutely is. All the time. All the time. I get them constantly. In fact, that's another one of them.
Now, on the first official Suicide Prevention Day, as designated by Governor Brad Little, she helped present a $25,000 check to Idaho Education from the Suicide Prevention Action Network of Idaho.
More schools trained and actively implementing the program, the healthier and the more successful our communities will become.
Governor Little says he will work to see that more counselors are in Idaho schools, especially larger school districts.
What you don't want is some student falling through the cracks that all of a sudden have a significant change in their attitude and their behavior.
He says early intervention is key.
As we address those issues earlier, a lot of these problems later don't manifest themselves, and that's going to be a big priority for us going forward.
Going forward, also a big priority for Carmen Stenger Barney.
It's okay to reach out. It's okay to ask someone if they're contemplating suicide.
Harnessing her pain and loss into action.
She guides and directs my heart in everything I do.
Yeah, so if you or someone you know needs help, you can always call that number on the screen right now. Now, in 2017, Idaho experienced 6,400 suicide attempts, and more than 90% of the people who died by suicide have a diagnosable and treatable health condition.
Other than in schools, Madeline, what other plans does the governor have?
That's a good question. He mentioned that he wants to see through Medicaid being expanded so that insurance isn't a problem for those folks in the gap, and by spreading awareness at events like today's to fight stigma associated with suicide and depression.
All right, thanks, Madeline, for that report.